last week I stood with the other candidates for this office to denounce the 40% cut to the Office of the Public Advocate. And today I'm very pleased that the good government groups have joined us here to, again, not only denounce the cuts to the office, but to show how completely unfair those cuts are in comparison to what other agencies or other elected officials receive as their cuts, in particular the City Council and the Mayor's office. So I will very quickly introduce who our friends are, and everybody will get a chance to say something. Again, I want to repeat that this office is the watchdog over city government, and if the people that you're watching cut your budget to make you completely ineffective, no money at all, how can you be the watchdog? Again, I say it again and again and again, you're turning the watchdog into a lapdog, and that is wrong. It is absolutely wrong. It is bad government, and I'm very pleased that today we have the good government groups who will speak with us about this particular issue. First, I want to introduce Susan Lerner from Common Cause. Thank you.
Hi, thank you. Thanks to the Public Advocate Gotbaum and all of the candidates running for the Office of Public Advocate for uniting around this issue. I'm Susan Lerner. I'm the Executive Director of Common Cause New York, a nonpartisan, nonprofit citizens lobby. With this severe and disproportionate budget cut slashing the budget of the Office of Public Advocate much more deeply than any other office is cut, the City Council Speaker and the Council itself takes New York City yet another step closer to being a government of men and not of laws. Whatever you may think about the Office of Public Advocate, and we at Common Cause recognize there are those who question its efficacy or usefulness, weighing into the discussion by slashing the Public Advocate's budget to ensure that it can do little is simply wrong. It's not the way to move the discussion. The Office of Public Advocate was established by the people of New York, and it should be treated equally with other offices in the budget process. If there are financial reasons for budget cuts, as in this economic crisis we can see there would be, then the people of the city must be assured that the budgeting process is fair and objective, designed to minimize the negative impact of cuts to the maximum extent possible. Unfortunately, this cut raises questions whether our current budget process meets that standard. An extreme cut like this is not just politics as usual. It is of a piece with the more extreme antics going on in Albany that show a disquieting lack of respect for our institutions of self-government and the checks and balances which are the bedrock of our system. We need a better, more open and balanced budgeting process in New York City. While we work to get it, this extreme cut in the Public Advocate's budget should be re-examined and the office provided with the resources it needs.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Very good. I'd like to introduce Gene Russinoff from my group.
Good morning. I'm Gene Rushinoff from the New York Public Interest Research Group. I urge Mayor Bloomberg and City Council Speaker Christine Quinn to reverse their whopping cut to the Office of Public Advocate. The 1989 Charter set up this office as a voice for the voiceless in New York City. I participated in those conversations, and I know that the city needs this kind of check and balance. The people who are unrepresented are not going to earn at City Hall without advocates like the Public Advocate speaking up for them. That's my message to both sides of City Hall.
And now I'd like to ask Barbara Zucker for the 106 Club.
Barbara Zucker, Vice President of Public Policy. If the position of Public Advocate exists, then the Mayor and the City Council should fund it adequately. It's not for them to decide to slash the Public Advocate's budget because the holder of the office took a position that they oppose. Bullying is the nicest way I can think of to characterize their actions. The fact that the Mayor and the City Council have the power to virtually cut off funding for the Public Advocate demonstrates the need for an independent funding formula for that office. And what about the successor to Betsy Gotbaum? Absent a budget mod, the incoming Public Advocate will also be subject to a wholly inadequate budget,
much. I'm Zenora Gatacha from Citizens Union. It's okay. I'm the Director of Public Policy and Legislative Counsel for the good government organization. The 40% cut leveled against the Office of the Public Advocate in this year's city budget is inexcusable and inexplicable, given that other charter-mandated offices that are separately elected were not similarly cut. Regardless of the important public policy discussions about the office itself, cutting the budget for a currently mandated charter office is not the way in which to have those discussions and sends an obtuse message. We ask the council and the mayor to provide immediate budget modifications to restore appropriate funding for the office.